Finding purpose at work is an essential aspect of professional satisfaction and personal fulfillment. Yet, many people struggle to find that sense of purpose in their careers. Here's a guide on how to approach this journey, drawing on Emily Esfahani Smith's framework of the 4 pillars of a meaningful life: belonging, purpose, storytelling, and transcendence. Belonging. Belonging is the sense of being part of a community where one feels accepted and valued. In a workplace, creating a sense of belonging begins with cultivating healthy relationships with your colleagues. This does not mean you have to be best friends with everyone, but it is crucial to build a respectful and supportive rapport. Remember that everyone has unique skills and perspectives to bring to the table. By acknowledging, appreciating, and leveraging these individual strengths, you can create an inclusive environment where each person feels valued for their unique contributions. Belonging also implies a feeling of being at home in your work. This could mean feeling comfortable in your role, feeling like you can be yourself, and feeling like your ideas are heard and respected. Purpose. Smith describes purpose as a far-reaching goal that drives your actions and gives you a sense of direction. To find purpose at work, you need to understand how your role fits into the bigger picture of your organization. What are the larger goals of your organization, and how does your work contribute to these objectives? Consider the impact of your work on others. Perhaps you are helping to create a product that makes people's lives easier, or maybe you are part of a team that provides a vital service. Remembering the end user of your work can help you see the value in what you do and provide a powerful sense of purpose. Storytelling. Storytelling is about crafting a narrative from your life's events. Reflecting on your career path can help you see how your experiences have shaped you professionally and personally. Consider your journey thus far. What challenges have you overcome? What successes have you celebrated? What have you learned from your failures? Reflecting on these questions can help you understand your growth and see the meaning in your experiences. Your work narrative should also consider your future aspirations. Where do you want to go next in your career? And how does your current role fit into that story? By seeing your work as part of a larger narrative, you can derive a sense of purpose and direction. Transcendence. Transcendence refers to moments of or that connect you to something larger than yourself. In the workplace, these moments could be when you feel particularly proud of what you or your team has accomplished, or when you realize that your work has had a significant positive impact. Seek out these moments of transcendence. They may come from major achievements like completing a big project, but they can also come from small, everyday moments, like when you solve a challenging problem or help a colleague. These experiences can provide a powerful sense of purpose and fulfillment.
One thing that many people are really interested in is how they can find meaning at work. So work is, so many of us spend the majority of our waking hours there, and we want to know that what we're doing there has value and that it's kind of enriching our lives and enriching the world around us. Research by Adam Grant has shown that the people who feel like their jobs are the most meaningful tend to work in the service industry. So surgeons, for example, clergymen, educators, they're all doing something that somehow helps other people in a direct way. But if you don't work in one of those service industries, that doesn't mean that you can't find meaning at work. What you can do instead is adopt a service mindset. In one study, Adam Grant went to a university call center where people were calling alumni to raise money for the school. So this can be kind of a demoralizing job because you're calling people, you're asking for money, people aren't always the most receptive to calls like that. They're getting rejected a lot, getting hung up on. So how can you find meaning in that? How can you kind of turn that around and feel elevated as a result of doing that kind of work? Grant and his colleagues told some of the fundraisers that what they were doing was really benefiting one of the financial aid students. And so what you're doing wasn't just a matter of like raising money for the school, but it was having a real impact on another student. It was allowing them to be on campus to receive this wonderful education. And as it turned out, the people who were in that group who learned that what they were doing was helping another student ended up being much more productive in their job, which suggested to the researchers that they were more motivated and more purposeful because they were getting much more done within the same amount of time. So having a purpose, realizing that what you do is adding value and part of something bigger, goes a long way towards making your job feel more meaningful. That said, even if you're working in a really menial job, you can still find meaning in it. So another study by Adam Grant and his colleague Jochen Menges studied women who were working at a coupon processing factory in Mexico. So this is really kind of menial, laborious work. It's not interesting in and of itself. And yet, some of the women kind of adopted a different mindset towards their work. So it wasn't just about making money, but it was about supporting their families. So their work allowed them to do something that was really meaningful to them, which was give their families kind of a little bit of a better life. And the women who adopted that service mindset, who saw their work as a way to contribute to the people that they loved, were again more motivated, more productive, ultimately got more done because they had this larger purpose they were working towards. You know, there's a story that goes like this. President John F. Kennedy was walking in the halls of NASA one day when he ran into a janitor. And he asked the janitor, you know, sir, what do you do here? What's your job here? And the janitor said, Mr. President, I'm here to help put a man on the moon. So he saw his job as part of something bigger. And the question for us is, how can we frame our own work in terms of something bigger, in terms of a larger contribution as well?
Finding purpose at work is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. It requires reflection, active engagement with your work and colleagues, and a focus on the larger impact of what you do. Remember, purpose at work does not always mean doing what you love, but rather, it involves finding what you value in what you do. By creating a sense of belonging, defining your purpose, crafting your work narrative, and seeking moments of transcendence, you can imbue your work with a profound sense of meaning. As Emily Esfahani Smith suggests, these are the pillars that can support a fulfilling and purposeful career. In the end, finding purpose at work is a deeply personal journey, one that can profoundly impact not only your professional life, but your overall sense of well-being and satisfaction.